Hi, beautiful people. I just wanted to get on here, as I randomly do, and go live with you. I'm going to wait another minute for people to sign on. I actually don't really know what I'm going to say, but I figured since I'm on a little beach walk, I'd bring you along with me. And I like to do these little random kind of reflections on my walks, just to kind of engage with people and connect with people, because connection during this time is so crucial. And the best way to do that most of the time is virtually, but even more so now, in our maybe busy lives with a lot of different technology, so many Zoom calls, but just kind of a change of scenery for those who are already on here, and just to say hi, kind of show my face in the midst of the journey through this time, beyond this time, things that were going on before this time, just to kind of sign on here, kind of uncut, unrehearsed, and just talk to you. So I hope everyone's having a good day. It's Thursday, and I am currently sitting, for those my Cape Cod people, I'm currently sitting in between, like at the end of West Dennis Beach, kind of right on the edge of Lighthouse Inn in Dennis. So I walked all the way down. I'll flip my camera around. I walked from kind of like, well, I can't even reach it, but way down there where those people are, that's where I came from. And so I walked all the way down here to find a rock by myself to talk to you. So I hope everyone's doing okay today. Give me a shout out if you're tuning in now or later. Let me know who's on here and what you're up to. I'm going to take one of these out because it's in my way and it keeps getting caught in my hair. Big hair problems. But anyway, so speaking of hair, I think that'll be my topic today, and not in the literal sense. I was at a Bible study last night with my beloved Harbor Church women, and I had a moment of kind of breakdown before breakthrough. I've been in a season of kind of, I guess you would say, breakdown before breakthrough, or in the midst of breakthrough. For a while now, as many of you know, I've been walking down a road through pelvic pain, and that's kind of the overarching term. I'll just leave it at that. But I made an Instagram on here at Victory Over Pelvic Pain, and I've been in this kind of journey of heaviness through that for a long time. And so I came to another part of my journey recently where I found that I really needed to surrender a certain part of it, and it was hard. I mean, there's times where we want to keep control of things and not share, kind of be open about everything else except for one piece of a journey. And so that's really where I've been about this pelvic pain and pelvic journey. And one of the beautiful, amazing women at the study last night, a group of women were praying over me, and one of them said something really profound to me. So I've been really kind of reading in the Bible about kind of worry and future and hope for the future and things like that. And there's many verses that talk about kind of sparrows and how God cares even about the sparrows and takes care of every little need that we have, and kind of compares us to sparrows, that even things so small, like giving a sparrow a home or taking care of, they don't worry about where they're going to get their next piece of thread or piece of grass or piece of whatever it is for their nest, for their babies, to take care of their babies. And it's been really powerful to me. There's some verses, there's some Psalms, there's a piece in Luke that I really held on to in the beginning of my journey, and I memorized it. It's Luke 12:4-7, and bear with me, but I'm going to try to say it to you. It says, do not be afraid of the one who kills the body. And for me, that really goes into like the root of this pain for me. Fear the one who, after that, they can do no more. So do not be afraid of the one who can kill the body, because after that, they can do no more. I will tell you who to fear. Fear the one who, after your body has been killed, has the authority to cast you. And then the end says, are but many sparrows sold for 2 pennies, and not one of them is forgotten by God. The hairs on your head are still numbered. And that's like a very paraphrased version of it, but that verse is so powerful to me because it really talks about how, we can feel so small in our journey, in our battle, and God really sees every little thing, every little piece, even the piece that we try to conceal from him. And so, and back to kind of the study and the women praying over me and different things that came up is that, there is joy in the midst, joy for ourselves and joy for others, even if it's something that you desire or that you want. So I'm thinking about a certain friend right now as I'm talking to you, and I just want her to know that I love her dearly and that I have joy for new life that's growing in her. And I just felt like I needed to say that because there were some tough moments last night, and I just wanted to kind of redeem that in this message. So I think she'll know who she is. So I adore you. She's on here a lot, and I'm so happy for you and your family. And but anyway, back to the women praying over me and the hairs on your head that are numbered, and that God knows every little thing about your journey, about your pain, about your progress, about your joy, about your happiness, about your desires. We were laughing. I was struggling through when the women were praying over me. I was tearing up, and it's been a long journey through pelvic pain and pelvic dysfunction and fear of fertility and lies and so many different things. And I'm actually going to put in the comments the page that I share my journey. Oops. Victory over pelvic pain. So that's the Instagram you can follow if you want. But basically, as women were praying over me, a very wise woman that recently came from Nashville, Tennessee, to our church in Hyannis, Harbor Church. Shout out to Harbor. Adore every single woman at that church and every single person. I'm really thankful to have a church family such as Harbor Church. But she was talking about kind of, in the sense of not knowing that I've been reading these verses on sparrows and how the hairs on your head are numbered and how God knows every little thing and cares about every little thing and we don't need to worry. She started to talk about my hair, and she was like, and even though she has a lot of hair, you, God, know every single piece of it, and you take care of every single piece of it, and you know every little thing, and every piece of hair, even though she has a lot, is still numbered. So I think sometimes on our journey we can feel like it's too much, or we have too much going on, or it's just never going to be healed, or never going to be possible, or never going to be attainable, or never going to be cared about. And I just want you to know that that's not true, that every little thing is cared about, known, and that we're all on a journey. And my friend who I talked about a little while ago said something really profound, that like we all have pain, even if it's not the same as someone else's, or you feel like yours maybe more or less than someone else's. We all have it. And so just kind of putting us on that even playing field, really bringing us down to compassion and grace over ourselves and others, and just being there for the people in our circle, and allowing others to be there for us and to bear witness to our pain, and to be honest and vulnerable and bold with our pain, because that's really what I've tried to do. Even in the darkest moments, I really try to share light, and even to share some of the darkness, to turn it into light, to take it out of the darkness, to believe that there's more, and that there's hope, and that there's healing, and that there's redemption, and that there's value in being vulnerable, and value in being transparent. And we have nothing to be ashamed about, regardless of what you're going through. And I think even if it's not the exact same thing, everybody has their own journey, even with something very similar. And I was talking with a friend yesterday who I've known for many years, who's known me since I was a young adolescent, and we've been through kind of all seasons of life together. At first she was kind of a mentor, but now she's kind of more on kind of an even field with me, and we're just kind of doing life together. And she's been struggling with her own infertility journey, and although our journeys are very different, and I've actually never been specifically told, and I'm not trying right now, there are still a lot of the same fears, and the depth of the journey is really similar for us. And what a gift it's been that because we both had the courage to share our pain, that we can relate with each other. We can talk about the things that other people may not understand about walking through this journey, and kind of challenging the lies, and just like believing truth about our circumstances, and knowing that it's okay not to be okay, but it's also okay to be okay in the midst of pain, and that there's joy in the midst of pain, that there's gratitude in the midst of pain. And so I just wanted to share a little of my heart with you today, and I also wanted to share with you my view. Those of you who may or may not know, I live on the Cape, and my Cape people will know where this is, hopefully. It's actually, I'm right in the between West Venice Beach is right there, and then behind me, I'll flip it around, behind me is Lighthouse Inn, which is a beautiful spot if you haven't been here. But yeah, so that's where I'm at today. I just took a walk in between my next meeting and before I go home to work some more from home. I just went to the office earlier this morning, and I'm meeting someone for lunch, and then I'm going to head home to finish up the day and then coach softball. And that's something I'm grateful for. We have a modified season, but for the kids. But I'm so glad that they're letting the kids get out there and play, even distantly with masks on. And so just that's a praise for this breakthrough. Tell me what you're grateful for underneath here, or shoot me a direct message. I would love to hear what you're grateful for, and I'd also love to pray over you, pray for you. Let me know what I can be praying over you about, for you about. Let me know what you're grateful for, and let me know what you're doing the rest of today. Get outside. That's crucial. I find that when I lose touch with outside, or I don't go on my beach walks, that it shows. So really try to get out there, and I just wanted to bring you, I actually will, hold on, I found some treasures, I'll show you. Some sea glass, some of this. Little things are the big things in this life, in this journey. So get out there and find yours, find your little things that are the big things, and I'll bring you with me a little bit on my walk. I'm gonna try to get off of here without falling, but anyway. So this is my little walk that I'm going on. It's really like lots of seaweed and stuff, and I literally, real life, almost forgot my keys. That would have been awkward, huh? But anyway, hey, there's grace in all circumstances, so let's go with that. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here today. There's actually, not anymore, but there was someone swimming, which I wouldn't, if I wasn't like ready for work, I wouldn't be opposed to do that. My hair, speaking of my lots of hair, loves ocean waves, so sometimes I just take an ocean shower. But yeah, it's beautiful out here today, and I just hope that you can relish in the beauty in your own community, wherever that is. And I hope that you have a beautiful, oh, look at this little, oh, it's a seagull, or a sea rat, as some would call it, but it just like flew in the water. But yeah, so this part is really like kind of seaweedy, but I'll bring you along until it gets nice, and then I'll probably sign off. So watch the earlier video of this. I share a little bit more about kind of my current journey and the sweet surrender and gratitude and joy in the midst of pain, and all the things that are in my brain at the beach. So it's just beautiful here, and really ocean waves are very healing for me on this journey. So whenever I'm needing some clarity, I really find myself here, literally and figuratively. But yeah, so it's starting to get a little bit more clear here. It's just such an awesome spot, and I am very grateful to live by the ocean. So any prayer requests, drop them below or in my direct messages, and I just want you to know that your story matters, your voice matters, your pain matters, and we are never ever alone. So have a great day. I'll show you one more view of the beach, and then I'm going to sign off. someone said they would love to be here with me. I would love that too. I love sharing this with people. So if you ever find yourself on Cape Cod, I will show you the best places to go. And I will bring you to all the beaches. But anyway, I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.